Hey friends, I wanted to talk to you about the beach trip that I took 2 weeks ago with classmates. I'm legitimately still peeling from the beach. I applied the sunscreen all over, except for the tops of my feet. It's been 2 weeks and they're still peeling. Like there are scabs underneath the peeling. It's pretty horrible. So don't forget the tops of those feet. Also, don't use expired sunscreen. My friend and I discovered that that doesn't work so well, no matter how many times you reapply. So, just to tell you a little bit about the beach trip, I went there with a bunch of classmates. 5 of us ended up having a hotel together. Pretty classic horror movie beginning, really. I'm thinking about it, and there were 5 people. It was a co-ed situation, which every horror movie is, right? And we were technically only supposed to have 4 people in the room, so we kind of snuck in the 5th person, just like every other horror film with young adults. It starts with, you know, a co-ed group breaking rules, so we're off to a great start. So we're checking into the room, and as we walk up and go to the hotel room itself, we notice that it's open. The door is actually open. Not wide open, but you know how the lock will stick out and the door will be closed but open. It was like that. I've never checked into a hotel where that was the situation walking into the area, so I was kind of expecting there to be people in the room and it was going to be a big mix-up fiasco. That didn't happen to be the case, but that did set the tone for the creepiness that ensued. Alright, so just to recap, we are in a horror movie. The door to the hotel is open, and we say, ha 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 ha, that's creepy and weird, and go on with our day, because that's what you do. And so we're getting ready to go out that night and have a good time, scope out the area. It was my first time really seeing the area, so that was really exciting. So as we're getting ready, one of the friends of mine was laying on the floor. It's a story, but and he found something behind the curtains. And I'm going to show that to you here. Tell me that that is not a crime scene. There are 2 dolls on the ground. Only thing missing is a chalk outline. Like, that's a doll murder scene. That's how they were found. Who knows why they're there? So, I have a found objects collection because I've decided that it's not enough just to hoard my own stuff. I want to go out and hoard other people's stuff too. Other people's trash. It's great. So I started that because I saw an exhibit in Chicago several years ago. It was really cool. It had a bunch of found objects reassembled into something new and artistic. I don't think I'll find that much stuff, but I have enough that I can tell stories about them, or not. The dolls though, so I took those. In retrospect, probably I should have turned them into lost and found. I do feel a little bit guilty about the fact that every other found object has been in like a parking lot or someplace where there's very little to any chance of being recovered. A hotel, I mean, they could have called the hotel, but you see, I didn't assume that it was the family that was there right before us that left them. I'm assuming they've been there for probably months, abandoned behind a curtain that nobody cleans behind. I'm assuming people are not just checking behind the curtains. Obviously, they didn't check it before us. So who knows how long they've been there. So I took them. I feel a little bit bad about that. But nonetheless, I have since considered that maybe they're haunted. I mean, we come up to the room. I mean, it's a murder scene. It is a doll murder scene. Their spirits are probably repossessing the dolls. The door was open when we got there. The lights were off. Just creepy. And, you know, they just want a second chance at life. Maybe, here's my new theory, maybe the family left them on purpose. Their child was possessed or something, and they realized it was the dolls talking to the child or something. So they decided to take a trip, trick the child into leaving them. Then they hid the dolls behind a curtain that the child would not think to look behind. And they would just be, oh, I don't know where your dolls are, sweetie, I'm sorry. And then they passed it along to the next person, which happened to be me, because who deserves to be cursed? I mean, the person that steals dolls from a hotel room and doesn't turn them into lost and found on a co-ed trip to the beach with an extra person. I deserve them. I deserve the curse, I guess. So now I have these cursed dolls. I don't believe in curses, but I'm gonna say I did talk it up enough that I left them on the floor that night when I got back home, and I decided, you know, I'm gonna take a photo just in case I find that they've moved in the night. So take that for what it is. They didn't. I don't think. I actually forgot to compare because I forgot they existed. But here are the dolls. This one is a special one because it has like real human-y joints. Like, look at that. That's kind of, oh, probably the side's better for you to see. How creepy is that? Like, this thing could probably actually walk and kill me. And it's got like total human motion. Yeah. Anyways, so this one's probably like a ballet gymnastics doll. This one is just a doll with plastic hair so that no child can give it a haircut. I'm pretty sure that's the exact design plan for this doll. I'm going to take this opportunity to show you a couple other found objects. They don't all have stories behind them. They don't have a place that they're staying at right now, so I've got one thing in here that I'm not sure if it was a found object or if it's just been on my dresser. But that being said, even if I found it on my dresser, it's still a found object. Pretty sure I've never owned anything like this. Don't know why I have it, actually. A cross earring that's broken in multiple ways. It's missing half of the white filling, and also the backing has been dented upwards. But, you know, you never know when you might need that. Maybe this has been protecting me from the curse of the dolls. I'm just gonna lay that on top of her. Alright. The scary one with the joints. Now these two might be my favorites. I believe I found both of them at a Kroger parking lot. Okay, so you've got, first of all, the cowboy figurine. And then you've got a larger-than-life dog. These two are pals. They probably go out and crime hunt together. Hunt, crime? I don't know. This one has wires so you can bend and pose it. Well, maybe not. Yeah, kinda. It's not the most mobile, but he has a tail, which is so cute. Anyways, this one's kind of funny. I have... This one's not as exciting. It's a bat. And that's not all that crazy, because really it's a party ring that I think was on a cupcake. I found this outside of a local library, and I'm assuming that there was some sort of like Halloween party that they hosted, and they had cupcakes and some child lost their ring, and it's been rolled over multiple times by multiple cars, it appears. I don't know what this originally was, but it is a heart with a bloom inside of it and glitter. It's really pretty. It's not flat enough to be a paperweight. There is a chip here, so I don't know if it used to be on a pendant, like a necklace of some kind. I would assume that might be the case, but it's actually really hard to tell what it really was originally. And the last one I've got for now, I have no idea what this was either. It looks like an anime cat. If you guys can identify where this came from, it's a cat with a bow, a red bow. It's got a little tail. It lies flat. I don't know if it always did. It seems like it probably did. And it has a loop on top. So I don't know if maybe it was a keychain, but now you've got a cat and a dog, a bat, a cowboy that might be a Christian, two cursed dolls, one that carries a flower charm, and the other that has the heart. So those are my found objects. I don't know how I would ever do anything artistic with them. I don't even know if I'm up for the challenge. I really like the cat. I just want to hold on to it, and the dog, and the cowboy. I'm a little iffy on the dolls, I'm not gonna lie. But that's my story from the beach. Use sunscreen that's not expired. Don't forget the tops of those feet, friends. Those feet.